Yo, what is going on? It's Professor Pierce here, PP for short. Today I have a Meowscarada deck and Meow and Meow and Meow and Meow. All of the Meows in one deck. So I thought this would be a pretty fun archetype. I really saw the other Meow card and thought about how interesting it is that no one uses this card and how perfect it would be with Meowscarada. I should have just said Meow. I should have just said Meow and Meow and Meow. But I mean that's what it is they're all Meows. Because you'll see in the video about how it works out. We'll go ahead and get into the first video here, since you guys know that I try to keep intros short. Meow. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and flip the coin here and get heads, and we will decide to go first. And we are playing against, we can't tell with those sleeves, that's for sure. Let's see what we're playing against here. We're going to have to mulligan, so we will definitely see what we're playing against. We are playing a mirror match, so that'll be fun. I don't see a lot of those. And we have a pretty good setup too here. I mean, we don't have any energy, but we do have the battle pass and some supporters, and hopefully we can get a rare candy or something. We can power up our Meowscarada, or power up our Sprigatito into Meowscarada. That's what I meant to say. And my opponent here is probably like, oh wow, look at this. And so we actually top deck the freaking rare candy, so that's pretty interesting. You don't see that happen every day. I think I'm going to wait to put down the Alakazam just because I want to put it down with Gapejaw Bog if possible. Because what our other Meow does is it takes damage counters from our side of the field and it puts it onto their side of the field. So what you can do instead of Bouquet Magicking is you can use Gapejaw Bog to put stuff on your side of the field, and then you can take that and put it onto their active Pokemon, so you don't have to worry about Bouquet Magicking to their bench and then Alakazamming to their active. So it's a quicker way to do things. I don't know about quicker, but definitely a different way to do it. So my opponent doesn't have much going on here. They're playing with Pidgeot, which you don't see the whole time. A lot of the time. You don't see a lot of the time. But I'm just going to say F it, and we'll put these down and research the hand away. So we did get our Meow, and we did get a... we unfortunately didn't get another energy, which kind of sucks, but that's either here nor there. We'll grab another Meow, and we're going to burn these nest balls so I can hopefully get a Bidoof into a Bibarel next turn, so I'm not stuck with them in hand. So what we could do here, if it was a bigger Pokemon, is we could use the Meow on the bench to take it off and put it onto the active Pokemon to kill it. But in this case, we just don't need to, since we have enough damage to do to it to kill it. As you can see there. So we'll go ahead and take our prize. What are we going to get? We're going to get an Ultra Ball. That's not bad. That can go ahead and get us the Bibarel next turn if we don't draw anything of substantial value. So he's going to replace a Sprigatito, and that is good for us because that is immediately going to take the Gapejaw Bog damage. But he does have a Forest Seal Stone, so that's kind of annoying. What will he get with the Forest Seal Stone? It's not like he can get a Battle Pass or anything like that. So I wonder what he is trying to get here. He is trying to get a Rare Candy Pidgeot, so that's pretty smart since it has Free Retreat and everything like that. And we can't kill that thing this turn, so that's definitely going to sustain a hit for them, but it won't be around too long, to say the least. But I think I can kill the Sprigatito on the bench, to be honest, if we get another Meow up. So they're going to use Gardenia, and they're going to attach 2 energy to it, so that's pretty good. So we definitely want to kill this Sprigatito at all costs. So let's see what else they're going to do here. They're going to collapse. So that's a little annoying. I'm going to get rid of this Meow because I want to keep the one with the damage on it so I can continue to damage their bench. So let's see what else they have here. They probably can't attack. They're just going to go ahead and instant charge, so that's fine with me. So we got another thing that's useless, so we might as well Ultra Ball in a minute. But let's go ahead and replace this. I'm going to put it on here, and then I'm going to Alakazam both of these to the benched Sprigatito here. And then all we need is a singular grass energy to take this thing out. So that is definitely possible with this Bibarel. So let's see what we got here. So there is the grass energy. So let's go ahead and kill this. But ooh, he is going to salty scoop that one up because there was definitely no way he was coming back from that after we killed a Sprigatito and put a big dent in the Pidgeot. I guess he just didn't want to play it out, unfortunately for him. But I've definitely been there. Sometimes you just don't got it like that, and sometimes you just get screwed like that. But we're going to go ahead and get right into the second video. I feel like it's been only a little bit of time. I mean, it's been, what, like 5 minutes? 6 minutes? And that's pretty fast for first one, because usually the first video I leave as kind of like just a longer one, but this time it was pretty fast. I wanted to change things up a little bit. So we will flip the coin here, and we will go first, because this deck does want to go first, because you want to get that evolution off if possible. So it seems like we're facing a fire deck, though, which is not in our best favor here. Is that how you say that? Not in our best favor? Not in our favor? Just not in our favor. So we have a Volcanion, so that's not something you see every day either. So in this case, I'm going to put the Gapejaw Bog down, and then I'm going to put down the Alakazam because I want to get that damage on it for everything else. And I'm going to grab a Sprigatito, but I should, if I was smart, I would have grabbed a Bidoof because I don't have anything in my hand to do anything. Not to say that grabbing the Bidoof would have been like so much better than grabbing the Sprigatito, but rethinking right now, I definitely should have grabbed the Bidoof just because it gives me more options and more outs. So we'll see what my opponent is going to play here. He has a Arven, so that's going to get him a Battle Pass most likely. It seems, well, I guess he's not running a Battle Pass here, but he is going to get half of a Battle Pass, counting that Nest Ball. And he's going to place that on there, and then I guess he's going to place an energy on the Volcanion. And he's going to get something off this Ultra Ball too. Let's see what he gets. A Volcanion VMAX, maybe? Possibly? Perhaps? Maybe? Maybe not? Maybe Volcanion V-Star? I wonder why they didn't make those. I wonder why they made so many regular V Pokemon and then just didn't make them V-Stars or V-Maxes. It's like they just didn't care about them enough. I think it's kind of funny. So he's going to grab the Arcanine for next turn and place... Does he have a Stadium or an Energy? He has an Energy, but he's going to place it on the Growlithe, which is interesting because he just put it EXP share, so I'm not really sure why he would do that. I don't have very many options here because I'm currently top decking. We will go ahead and take some of this and put it on there, and we don't have much to do. I think I'll just attach here just in case and pass off the turn. I did leave this video in here because it does get better. It definitely doesn't look very good for either of us right now. We're kind of just top decking stuff, but sometimes that is how it is. And unfortunately for me, he is going to find his top deck a little bit faster than I'm going to find my top deck. So he is going to grab that research and get a full new hand, which is what I am looking for here. So he is going to Nest Ball and Growlithe, put that down. So he did put out the Charizard, which I'm happy about because I can boss that and hope that he just doesn't have anything here. So I can Nest Ball a Bibarel here. So I guess it didn't really matter about the Bibarel earlier, because I wouldn't have gotten it. So I am going to start to move some of these over to the Arcanine so I can kill it in one hit with my Meowscarada, so I don't have to worry about that. So that is the plan, to put either 80 or 60 on the Arcanine and then kill it with my Meowscarada with the DTE or without the DTE. So he has a baby Arcanine, so you don't see this ever. I don't think I've seen this. So 240 damage, that's pretty decent. It's not anything like insanely great, but that is a interesting card nonetheless if you have like Magma Basin and stuff like that to power it up. So he's gonna get his Bidoof out here and then Ultra Ball probably for a Bibarel, I would say. So he's going to get an Arcanine, which I feel like is bad news for him because now he is going to be top decking once again. So he definitely didn't think about that one, unfortunately. So I'm going to move some of these Gapejaw Bogs, like I said, over to this Arcanine. I know I'm kind of low-key powering it up, but it can't get into the active spot, and I know he doesn't have any way of switching out unless he just gets really lucky here. So did he pull the Bibarel or a research? He did not. He pulled something he can't use, which is great. So another thing is we're kind of screwed here because we don't have anything to do. We're still drawing cards that we cannot use, but our opponent is at least doing the same. But things will start to ramp up here in just a moment as he passes it back to us and we draw another kitty cat. So we will get the kitty cat. We can at least do some more damage here. We have enough damage soon to put onto this Arcanine to kill it in just one more turn. So we gotta hope he doesn't draw anything to kill us here, or a switch or another research or anything like that. So he has a Rocky Helmet, so that is definitely not it. He's going to pass it off to us. We're going to draw our Beebs, so that is exactly what we need to see here finally. We will get rid of this last one on here and put it on the Arcanine. And what we are going to do here is we're going to go ahead and Bibarel, hopefully draw some cards. That is looking not too bad. It could be worse. I'm going to grab the Floragato, actually, because I did not get a rare candy. So we will pass it off, and we are slowly building up our board state because my opponent made a very big mistake and didn't get a Bibarel. Maybe his Bibarel is prized. Maybe he's only running 1-1 and his Bibarel is prized. So he is just going to attach and pass, the good old attach and pass. So I will evolve here. I will Bouquet Magic and do some damage to his bench here. And then we will Bibarel and Ultra Ball some stuff away here. We don't have another Floragato, but we can get another Espurr here is what we're going to do. Because now that we have this Espurr, we can drop the 10 damage. We could have dropped it on the Charizard and then killed it with our Meowscarada, but I'm not. I know it sounds a little silly, but I'm not really worried about this thing, and I'd rather kill the stuff on the bench, and he has fallen right for our trap here because this will be just enough to kill him. So I'm not really sure why he switched this in. This guy definitely seems like he's a little bit new to playing the game here, because he switched right into what I wanted him to switch into so we can take 2 prize cards here. And that was all because of our setup before with the ears and the bouquet magic. So he's going to draw. He's going to draw into something he can't use, of course. So it seems like his luck has kind of ran out from earlier. That research was about all he was getting, but he is going to be able to attack us here. I will not Iono here for sure, because I don't want to give him a better hand. But what we can do is we can get another Meow, and we can Meow off some of this. So we can do this, put it on there, then we can take this off and put it on there, and then use my other one and put this on there. And then we can move some of this since we have a little bit of leeway. And we'll go ahead and kill this Volcanion. And now, just like that, we are up by 4 prize cards. So he can bring out the Charizard now and kill us, which I said I wasn't too worried about earlier. But I'm not really worried about him taking 2 prizes because I'm sure we can kill some things here. We just need a rare candy. So I'm going to put up our Meow since it has essentially free retreat. I'm going to grab another Meow and put it on the bench so we can do some more damage to this Heatmore. And we'll do it again, just real quickie, and take our prize card here. So Grass Energy, that's good. What we want is... what I want is to draw a rare candy, which is going to be hard to do. Which I'm going to say F it and Iono, so I can get a... Hopefully that is what I wanted actually, which is pretty crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and escape rope, and hopefully he gives me, let's see what he gives me here. Because I don't have any way to attack his bench or anything like that anymore, so we're just gonna attack him for 80 damage, and then next turn we can kill him. So if he has a switch, then he can kill me here and do a substantial amount of damage, but I doubt he has a switch. He has Avery, so that's pretty annoying. We're gonna get rid of these 2 guys because they have used their purpose, because I need to keep the Sprigatito here just in case he kills my Meow with a Charizard, as you know. So let's see. So he hasn't found the Bibarel yet, so that's pretty surprising. He has a medical energy, which I would dare say, literally never see. So that will actually save him from being killed this turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to research, and we're just going to hope we get an energy here. And that is exactly what we get, because we can use the energy on the Bibarel, the Bidoof, not the Bibarel. And then we can move some of this onto the Bidoof. And just like that, we have taken our last prize card without even killing the Arcanine. So that was a pretty interesting one. My opponent was definitely kind of new to the game, so that certainly helped some of the some of the plays in the game, but I think we still would have won that or come out on top regardless. It definitely would have been a closer game if he got that Bibarel earlier. Maybe he wasn't thinking about it like I was early in the game, or he just didn't have it in the deck. But we're going to get into the third and final game here. So I want to also give a shout out to my boy Oliver here for helping me make this deck. He helped me make this little concoction. I put some stuff together to change it up a little different, but I took some of his recommendations for his list to help make this. So thank you, Oliver. Shout out to you, my boy. Keep it sturdy, or something like that. So we have a really good second hand here if he doesn't Iono us. So I really hope we don't get Iono'd here, because that would make things great. So that is the Irida, so we can breathe easy. Not like that's exactly what we want to see here, but we can Rare Candy, Meowscarada, and Bibarel, and Research. So that's about as good as we can get. So he's going to grab Baxcalibur and a Nest Ball, telling me he has a Rare Candy in his hand. So the only thing that would make this hand better is if we had an Iono. So if we top deck an Iono, I will cream myself. Alright, we unfortunately did not get that, but can't really complain. So we will do that, and then we're just going to go ahead and research. I don't want to Bibarel right now, because we're going to go ahead and grab this Espurr, and then I think we'll grab another Sprigatito, probably. Yeah, that's what I'm going to grab. I'm going to put that down, and then we'll Bibarel for 2. So that's not bad either, so we'll pop that up. Unfortunately, we didn't get an energy somehow, though. So those bosses are kind of clogging up our hand. So that kind of sucks without all that. So yeah, there is the Rare Candy Baxcalibur turn 2. They always got it. So he's going to get another Frigibax, which is smart, because you always kind of want 2 of those up if possible. Will he place it down with the Gapejaw Bog, though, is the question, because he could just hold it. He is certainly thinking here. You guys got snacks? You got drinks? Good, I hope so. Alright, so he's playing Candace, so that's kind of scary because he could get a lot of water energy and switch this thing out into Chien-Pao, but I doubt he would be able to kill us this turn, so I think we're okay, at least, because he needs not 6, or not 5, but 6 energy to kill us here. So he is going to use the fish to get something for next turn. Let's see what he's going to get. Probably just an Irida or like a boss. He might get an Iono, which would honestly be fine in my books. He's going to get an Irida here. And that fish is going to take some damage here as well, which is nice. So we are looking for a Rare Candy, basically, or an energy is what we're really looking for. Let's see if my opponent can do anything here, if they're going to place down any water energy, or they're just going to sack off this Whelmer. I'm not sure what they're thinking here. They're just going to pass, actually. So we have top decked the Rare Candy, once in a lifetime opportunity right here. So I'm going to go ahead and boss out this Baxcalibur so I can get something. So what I want, that is not what I want, I'll tell you right now. What I wanted was a energy and a Mon to put on the bench, so I could have earsed the Baxcalibur and then killed it, but we unfortunately did not get either of those. But maybe we can do that next turn if we Iono. So let's see what my opponent is going to do here. They have Radiant Greninja and a switch. So they are going to switch out, which is not what I want to see. But I don't think, knock on wood, I don't think they can kill us here. Because like I said, I think they need 6 energy to do that. So they are going to play another Frigibacks instead of the Radiant Greninja. So they're going to chill. So I think they at least have 1 water energy in hand that I know of. So that would at least be 3. So let's see what they're going to do here. They're going to super cold, of course. How many energy are they going to put down out of their hands? So there's 1 and 2. So they're only putting 2 down. So that's suspicious because I feel like they probably have more than that. Maybe they think they're going to die this turn or something. I'm not really sure. Maybe that's all they have, to be honest. But that's fine with me. We will grab... first of all, we'll go ahead and do this. And put that on the Chinpow so we can kill it. I'm going to just go ahead and Iono, I guess, because there's no reason not to. So there is where all of our energy has been hiding. So we can go ahead and Bouquet Magic, so this will help us out. So we can put 30 on here, and then do that one more time and put 30 on there and kill the baby one. And take a prize card. So we do get Bidoof, so that's not bad, because once we put the Bidoof down, it'll take some Gapejaw Bog damage, so we can use that for later. We did not get a DTE. Never mind. Never punished, actually. Because, yeah, that was crazy, actually. Because I was going to say, I need all the cards in my hand, so I was forced to Bibarel for 1. But apparently, we are never punished here. Which is literally a first, because I'm always punished for doing the wrong thing. Or even doing the right thing sometimes. But that's just the Pokemon card game in general, you guys know it. So we're going to go ahead and attack and leave this thing with 10 damage so we can kill it with our little Meow later next turn. So even if they do kill us, we can still take potentially 3 prize cards this next turn. Maybe even 4 prize cards. So he's going to, of course... Shivery Chill first, and then let's see what he's going to do. He did replace my Stadium. I wasn't going to play that, obviously, because I don't want him having essentially free retreat cost for all of his Mons. So is he just going to nuke me here, or... because he definitely has at least 3. So he's going to Super Cold. Let's see what he does here. So he's only putting 2 again. This time he's going to retreat, though. Which is not that smart because I do a lot of bench damage to Pokemon. So I'm not really sure why he would retreat, to be honest with you. Maybe it was just something he wasn't thinking about. But he's going to go ahead and Irida. So he's not bossing anything out. He's not Ionoing. That was just an interesting play. Like, I'm not really sure why he did that. But he is going to Super Cold again, and I guess he's just going to hit me with Aqua... What was it called? Aqua Storm? Aqua Return? I think it's Aqua Return, because you go back into the deck. So that's not, like, a terrible play, because then he can kill me the following turn, but the problem is this deck of his has a hard time killing anything or killing more than one thing in a turn. It's like his Greninja is the only thing that can kill multiple things in one turn. So he's going to have some trouble with that. But he won't be able to kill me here because we are super thick stage 2 Pokemon. So he is going to Aqua Return, so we don't get to kill his Lumineon. So that is definitely what he was going for. So he's going to send out his Jumbo Pokemon here. We will evolve here. We will go ahead and move some of this and just take him out. So that's what I was saying. The retreating will not help you here because we can go ahead and attack you from the bench. And what I can do is I could attack the Manaphy, but I think I'm going to go for the Excalibur actually, just because I'm more concerned about that. So I'm going to go ahead and Bibarel number 1. We will grab a DTE, which is great. That's what we are looking for. And then I will Super Energy Retrieval. I want to keep that rare candy for the last Meowscarada because we're going to go for 1. That's not bad either. We should have... If we were smart, we wouldn't have placed that Sprigatito down, but it's not like we knew what we were going to draw into. And then we'll just poke them for 50 here because of their ability. Takes less damage here. So they're going to jet to put more damage on us with their attack. And then they're going to super cold for 2. It's like they're only stuck on 2. Like they can't do 3. I guess they just didn't have another energy to attack here and kill us, which is quite unfortunate because that is definitely what he needs in order to kill us here. So he's gonna escape rope now. I'm just gonna give him the other Meowscarada. I mean Meow. Sorry, I broke character there for a little bit. So he's gonna give us Manaphy, so that is fine. We can kill Manaphy. So we can maybe take 3 prize cards here and win. Let's see what we can do here. We're gonna go ahead and put 10 on the Excalibur, and then we'll Bouquet Magic twice. That won't kill it, but that'll set us up for a kill later, actually. So we can't take 3 this turn. Maybe later. Maybe next turn we can take 2. But we can do this and get rid of another energy here and do 30 there and kill it. So we actually got really lucky. So we did take the 1 prize card here. And then we can Bibarel once again for another good hand. And then we'll keep that and just go ahead and take out this Manaphy here. So that was just really good setup by us. This deck we were honestly just, or this deck, this game we just drew super hot, and we just drew exactly into what we needed, and that's just how this deck can roll sometimes. When you get all the right cards you need, everything just falls into place very well with math. You know, you just put stuff where it needs to be. And that is it. My opponent is going to concede here because there is no longer a game to play because I can just attack him, and there's no real point. I had him in checkmate there. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, shout out to my boy Ollie. Hope you enjoyed the video too, man. Take it easy. PP out.